The stranger who waited with me. It was a rainy evening, the kind that turns city streets into rivers of reflected neon and makes umbrellas bloom like black flowers everywhere you look. I was standing at a deserted bus stop, my coat pulled tight against the chill, watching headlights smear past in the downpour. My phone's battery had died hours ago, and with every minute, the city felt a little colder, a little lonelier. As the rain intensified, I began to wonder if the bus would ever come. The world beyond the shelter's thin overhang was a blur of water and light. I shivered, tracing raindrops as they slid down the glass, lost in my thoughts. Then, out of the hazy darkness, a figure approached. She moved with purpose, her umbrella held high, boots splashing through puddles. When she reached the shelter, she gave me a small, reassuring smile before folding her umbrella and shaking off the droplets. Her presence was quiet, but somehow comforting. Minutes passed in silence. The only sounds were the rhythmic drumbeat of rain and the distant hum of traffic. Occasionally, I glanced at her, wondering what brought her here, why she wasn't rushing off to somewhere warm and dry. She seemed content just to wait, just to be present. Eventually, I broke the silence with a nervous laugh. "I'm starting to think the bus isn't coming tonight," I said. She looked at me, her eyes kind. "Sometimes things take longer than we expect. But that doesn't mean they won't arrive." There was something about the way she said it, a calm certainty that made me feel less alone. We started talking, our conversation meandering from small talk to deeper subjects. She told me about her grandmother, who taught her to see beauty in small moments, and about her own struggles with feeling lost in the city. I found myself sharing things I hadn't told anyone in years, my fears, my disappointments, my hopes for the future. The rain continued, but inside the shelter, time seemed to slow. Each word, each shared laugh, felt like a bridge across the gap of loneliness. With every story, the world outside seemed a little less daunting. Eventually, headlights appeared in the distance. The bus, late but not forgotten, pulled up with a hiss. I gathered my things, glancing at the stranger who had become, in just an hour, an unexpected companion. As we boarded, she touched my arm gently. "Take care," she said, her voice soft but strong. "Sometimes, it's the waiting that teaches us the most." We sat in different seats, the bus rumbling through the wet streets. As I watched the city slip by through fogged windows, I realized how much lighter I felt. The weight of worry and isolation had eased, replaced by a quiet sense of connection. I didn't even know her name, but I knew that her kindness, the simple act of waiting with me, had made all the difference. That night, as I finally reached home, I understood something new. That even in a city of millions, even on the loneliest nights, a single act of presence can turn a stranger into a lifeline. Sometimes, we find hope not in grand gestures, but in the quiet company of those who choose to wait with us, just when we need it most.